Welcome to Salisbury, North Carolina for tonight's NCQMA Summer Heat Series. We are in the last race of the summer. I'm here with my co-host Sam Hatfield. Sam, this is the final chance to win a summer championship tonight. A lot of close points races. And you can hear that in the background. They are having a driver and handlers meeting in the hot chute with President Jerry Painter in charge. Would you say he's in charge, Sammy?
I would go with that Painter's in charge of the place.
We're going to have a special commentator tonight. We're going to have she's actually going to be my corporate attorney in about, 9 years or so. She wants to be a lawyer. And she wants to be a race car driver, which she already is. But I'm going to have her do the analysis of the races after Mr. Hatfield does all the action description, I guess, of all the passing and whatever on the track. So we were speaking to Macy Curry. Macy was actually on the air Saturday because she was the race official Saturday. She ran the scale house. And I must say I did not hear any complaints about any problems at the scale house over the weekend.
I'm sure there would have been a complaint if someone didn't weigh enough, however. When everyone weighs enough, easy enough to do. Just sit in the chair and read numbers.
The only complaint I have is that Macy sat in the shade all day. And we were out in the hot sun working, actually. So every time I'd look over at the scale house, a nice shady spot, she was all sitting back in a chair just waiting for something to happen.
Surprised she didn't plug a fan in.
I think she might have. So we're just about ready to going to get my photographer, Tracy Akers, all set up. There she goes with the camera. But we're going to have an interesting evening of quarter midget racing here. As we said, the point battles are... Matter of fact, one reason that Macy is here with us and not on the track is if you go 8 for 8 in two classes, you don't have to worry about racing to win your points. Because if I understand the scoring correctly, you drop one race.
And that would be this race.
So she's completed 5 of the 6. So the other drivers, we have one rain out. So you can 4 races out of 5 will be scored. So looking at the rundown and like for example Macy's heavy Honda category, she's won 4 races. She has 240 points. She couldn't improve on that because she'd have to drop one of these races. But it gets interesting when you get into the second and third because each one of these drivers are going to drop one of their lowest scores too. So right now, unofficially, we show Luke Akers and Abigail Kinney tied for second with 162 points. So how they finish compared to each other will have a bearing on the final standings. But Dylan Lale...
I brought my phone as a calculator so I can figure out points.
Dylan Lale has 159 and Jordan Redmond 156.
I'll need her to double check.
And when you look at Junior Animal, with dropping one race, Delana Hodge and Tyler Conover are tied dead even at 234 points.
I need a pen.
And in the senior Honda, Oplinger brothers, Justin and Christopher, with Lucas Sipka, is 21 points behind Nick Loden, who is in first place. Junior Honda, Delana Hodge has 180 points to Tyler Conover's 168, and Brady Allen's 165. So depending on how these races turn out tonight, these final championships could certainly be juggled. But it's going to depend on if all the competitors are here. I don't know if the Oplingers are here yet or not, but we're going to be able to know pretty quickly, I guess, as soon as the race is run, if the who the summer champion will be in each one of these classifications.
I'll be doing the math and probably messing something up as the night goes on.
Now this is the spreadsheet that I made and I brought. So you're telling me you're going to take my spreadsheet
and write on it, yes.
And you said you were going to probably make mistakes. You're not going to make mistakes, are you? Aren't you a math? Well, we got a lawyer. Oh, you're not a mathematician, are you?
No.
Oh my.
That's why I'm having the lawyer check it when I'm done.
Well, I'm going to turn my headphone over to Miss Macy Curry. Now, Macy and Sam have battled on the track a little bit in the last year or two, and let's hope they keep both of these chairs pointed in the right direction tonight. We don't want to see Sam going over the rail here when Macy cuts in front of him. It would be funny, but it may hurt. It's about a 20-foot drop to the concrete. So, but I'm going to go ahead and turn this over to Macy. And as we said, she's a future attorney, so she's a good person to get to know. But Macy, welcome to our show after your guest appearance Saturday. I think you are fully qualified to be a race analyst.
So joining me in the booth, Macy Curry, locked up 2 championships for the summer series, and I haven't looked at any of the weekend points all year because I'm not racing anymore, so don't bother to look with points. But how are you doing on the weekend series?
In 160, first place by like 36 points, maybe. And then in the Honda, I'm behind by maybe like 15 or 12 now that I beat him last weekend.
Who's ahead of you?
Brandon Anderson.
You don't seem very happy with that when you say it.
Nah.
So the driver-handler meeting still going on in the hot chute. Supposed to be racing by now, but not a race at NCQMA unless you start a little late. So still waiting on that. 10 races on tap tonight. The most of our races are smaller fields. The biggest field is in the senior Honda event with 6 cars registered for that event.
Actually, Sam, there's 9 races,
There's 10 spots on the sheet. So,
But there's nobody running that. That's just an empty spot on the sheet.
I just looked at the spots. Okay, there's 9 races.
So looking over the points here. Let's see okay. I guess you want to keep the sheet?
Yeah. 33 cars signed in for racing tonight. Championship Tuesday night for the summer heat points.
How's the weather?
Hot. At least it's not raining, but it's hot. Not raining yet.
Not yet.
As proven on the first Tuesday night race, I said it wasn't going to rain, and it rained.
Yeah.
Downpoured about 10 minutes later. I'm not the world's best weatherman.
Yeah, don't jinx it. Just don't say nothing about the weather. Mother Nature's not been on our side this racing season so far.
That it has not been. About every race, might as well expect the plants to get watered. Now that my mom has broken her foot, that's my job. So when there's a race day, I just say, not going to bother doing it that day. It's going to rain.
I'm going to pit road, so she's in charge. You follow her direction, and she'll follow your direction. We have a good broadcast. If you need anything, you can probably see me over there. So have fun. I'll introduce some drivers, and we're just going to tape it and put it in the article. So have fun. Hope everybody wins that you want to win. No favorites, right? We just want to see some good racing, right? Is your brother racing tonight?
No.
Well, we can't cheer for the Currys. So have fun, guys.
The driver-handler meeting, as Mike Petaway has left us with some apparently good advice, has broken up. Cars are in the hot chute, getting ready to go racing for tonight. First race of the night is a 1-car race, so I think we can both guess that Abigail Kenny is going to win that race.
Yeah.
She only racing 4 points, as she did miss a race earlier in the Heavy 160 season, and will have to run this race in order to get enough races 4 points in the summer series.
We were going to run with her tonight, but we decided not to since the car was good. We didn't want to break it for this weekend because since it's the Cup race, we're expecting a lot of top-notch people to come, like Kosovar and all them. So.
They might come down. I have no idea. It depends whether or not they're doing any racing up north, Midwest Thunder Series. Speaking of the host of our family, last Saturday, the USAC National event was held at the track the family owns, the Little Kalamazoo Speedway in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Plenty of NCQMA drivers went up and ran that race. I know that Brady Johnson, NCQMA driver, picked up a win in the junior Honda division. Jacob got
Borst,
second in heavy
yeah.
Honda. Other than that, as I Google the results right now, I'm not sure if we had any other winners from NCQMA. Kalamazoo, one of the most unique tracks in quarter midget racing. It's it and the Orange Show Speedway out in California. Definitely extremely high bank speedways. 5-second laps, sub 5-second laps around there. When we went up there to run the national series, we were running 5.2 second laps in the slowest car we had. So definitely a very unique track. The only place you can flat foot the fastest divisions, such as the World Formulas or the Double A's. Only thing to keep you from flat footing a Double A is the $5,000 bill from the motor company when you blow it up. As I'm trying to get the finishing from Kalamazoo loaded up on my AT&T service, which is not working very well right now. As I said before, Abigail Kenny climbing into her car down in the pit lane, as I cannot see how many laps there'll be.
I think she said she's only doing 15.
15?
Yeah.
So 15-lap race to start us off.
Who's flagging? Is that Sipka?
I have no idea who's flagging.
Well, I know Nick just started college, so.
Our regular chief starter, Nick Will, is in college at UNCC, with sharing a dorm with former quarter midget racer Mac Bradford. As I finally pulled up our Kalamazoo results so I can inform you how NCQMA drivers fared this weekend. Brady Johnson picked up the junior Honda win in Kalamazoo. I know Neil Allison was an NCQMA winner in the Light 160 A main event. It doesn't look like we had any other winners from NCQMA this weekend. So definitely a great showing up in Kalamazoo. Kalamazoo's pretty much the dead opposite of the Speedway. It's about the same length, same formation, other than the fact that it's pretty much a bowl with all the banking you have there. It's definitely one of the quickest tracks in quarter midget racing, just simply due to how banked it is and how much speed you carry around the Speedway. Still looking down into the hot chute from the broadcast booth, Abigail Kenny getting in her car, so we should be rolling off momentarily. As I said before, this is the final race of our Tuesday night series. Next Saturday, our Junior Honda, Senior Honda, Heavy Honda Cup races. The Cup race is always the race you want to pick up a win in, and the race I seem to have bad luck in.
Lion Tower. It's because you didn't thank your mom, Sam.
We'll go with that, sure. But the Cup race definitely, other than any sort of national event, is the race you want to win here at the NCQMA Speedway. You get a cool, Cup trophy that you get to keep as a souvenir for winning that. Slightly different race day when you do that. Get paraded out on the track to some music. Get the full driver introduction on track before you head out on the Speedway.
Where the first thing you do is thank your mother.
Or else you'll get an article written about you.
You learned that the hard way, didn't you, Sam?
Yes, I did. Rolling out on the track now is Abigail Kenny in our first, I guess you could call it, race of the night. She is the only car out there in the Heavy 160 division. I believe she's only racing simply for the points. She'll take 15 laps out on track, so that way she takes second place in Heavy 160 behind my co-host up in the tower, Macy Curry, who is the champion for the Heavy 160 Summer Series. That's your first racing championship, I believe, isn't it?
Yeah. Last year I got second place to Jacob Borst in the Summer Series, and then in, on the weekend regular series, we got third, I think. Yeah.
Defending heavy Honda Heavy 160 Heavy World Formula Champion. I don't brag any.
Yes, you do. There wasn't but, 2 heavy 160s and 2 heavy World Formulas?
The number is no matter. Yellow flag is out on the speedway. Abigail Kenny goes for the spin down the back straightaway. So that brings out the yellow as Ed Kenny runs out to turn her around, get her back going again. As you can hear Lola from the tower encouraging Abby. So they've got Abby turned back around, pointing in the right direction. 1 to go. Out once again for Abby. Only car out in the Heavy 160 division. So that way she can take second in the points championship. Green flag back out for Kenny. 15 laps is how many laps she has decided to log in the Heavy 160 A main event. 10 of those are left. Kenny in that purple-green racing chassis out there as the yellow flag back out as she goes for the spin cycle out of turn number 4 with 8 laps left to go in her solo venture out on track. So this time, Jordan Smithson out on track to get her pushed off. One to go back out for Kenny. Takes her second strike. That last spin, green flag back out in the air. 8 laps for her left to log around the speedway. Definitely hard to find things to talk about as there's only one car taking laps around the speedway.
Hopefully our junior animal event will be more eventful.
That makes grammatical sense, totally. Green flag out this time by 2 more times around the speedway for Kenny. White flag in the air. She's going to head down the back straightaway, pick up the win in the Heavy 160 A main event in a dominating fashion.
Congratulations to the winner of the Heavy 160 race, Abigail Kenny. Please report to town.
You know, I think it was Delana Hodge. She told me when she's racing out there by herself, she imagines that there's other cars out there with her. And I asked her, I said, Delana, are you beating them or are they in front of you? She goes, oh, no, I'm beating them.
Abby finishes first this race, but also last. So I guess the saying, if you ain't first, you're last, isn't true. As she did both in one race.
I'm not sure that, saying really applies to, single-car races, Sam.
Yeah, well, I just made it. So Abby out doing the Polish victory lap with her checkered flag. Give the win, heavy 160 to Abigail Kenny as her car seems to have broken on the checkered flag lap.
Lola's first words are, I don't know, what'd you do?
Cars normally, when you go backwards, tend to drag against the ground. And when my dad told me I wasn't allowed to do Polish victory laps anymore, I was scraping up the bottom of his car too much.
I've never done one of those. I always just go the right way.
Something on that car dragging against the ground, but took the win. Maybe just get the sledgehammer, peg it back in, whatever it is, and get going. Or just she ran over a rock or something. I don't know. One-car race. What am I supposed to talk about?
You're not racing. You didn't race because of the championship then? That's why we didn't do junior Honda. Figured save it for Saturday.
So that concludes Heavy 160 in our summer series. Heavy 160 champion Macy Curry. Second place Abigail Kenny. Now out on the track. 2 cars in our junior animal A main event. Starting on the pole, gingerbread kid Tyler Conover. Starting in second, Delana Hodge. I call his little brother Doughboy.
Doughboy, why?
Going with the bread references. The bread man,
Well.
gingerbread kid, and Doughboy.
Yeah, but that makes them sound like Tyler loves gingerbread, little cookie people, and then Cody Bear likes bread. Like the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Hey. There could be worse things to be named after a company that makes good biscuits and cinnamon rolls.
You were like determined to move this table out of the shade, aren't you?
No, I'm trying to see the lap cars.
They're under warm-up, Sam.
The 35-second warm-up is, or 30-second, whatever it is
It's 30 seconds.
is out there right now. Yellow flag is out now. That shows how long it's been since I've been in one of these things. I don't remember how long the warm-up is. To get lined up, double file. Conover on the inside, Hodge on the outside. Point situation in junior animal. We've got a tie for the points lead right now between Conover and Hodge. Not sure how drops will play into it. I'll get and figure out the points once this race is up. Trying to get these two drivers slowed on down. Going a little too quick around the speedway for the likes of chief starter Ronnie Sipka. "35 laps will be the distance for the junior animal A main event. Once we get going here, we've logged a considerable number of laps under yellow already. 1 to go this time by Conover, Hodge. Front row slowly down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Green flag out in the air. Hodge dives right behind Conover on the start. Decided not to try to race on the outside line. Possibly get stuffed in the wall there. Hodge about a car length behind Conover here. 33 laps left to go. Tyler Conover still has about a 2-car length lead over Delana Hodge, back in the second place position. 28 laps left to go in the junior animal A main event. Looked like Conover had a little better car on the start, but they might be about equal right now. Delana Hodge might be reeling Conover in little by little. Scratch that she has. 25 laps left to go. Hodge now right on Conover's bumper. Tries to look low down the back straightaway. Thinks better if it pulls back in line. Still bumper to bumper. The two cars, Conover still in the lead. Hodge in second. Hodge going to look low down the back straightaway. Gets the job done out of turn number 4. Yellow flag. Hodge gets sideways out of turn number 4. Collects Conover. That's going to bring out the yellow with 21 laps to go in our junior animal A main event. Hodge got sideways. Conover nowhere to go. Front end of the car hit the left side of Hodge's car. It doesn't look like significant damage on either machine. Go ahead and get the two car of Hodge rolled out. That should be a strike called on Hodge, as there was no contact from Conover on that spin there. One to go, given this time by. Conover going to lead him down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Green flag back out in the air. Everyone above the yellow restart stripe rule. Yes, they are. Conover didn't get the start he got at the beginning of the race. Hodge right on his bumper. Delana Hodge stays right on Conover's bumper. Doesn't look like she's able to make the pass as of yet. 17 laps left to go in our junior animal A main event. Looks like Conover's running a little lower line than Hodge, so she can't quite get the car turned down to get by him. That's definitely a smart move there by Conover. Pull down a little lower, make it a little tougher for Hodge to pass as she looks low down the front straightaway. Get the job done. Give the lead to Delana Hodge with 12 laps left to go. Looked like the one car Conover was a little tight out of turn number 4. Gave Hodge the opportunity she needed to slide under, take over the lead. Hodge now about a car length in front of Conover. 10 laps to go this time by. Conover has made up that distance on Hodge. He's about a quarter car length off of Hodge's bumper. 6 laps left to go this time by. Been a close race the entire time, but Hodge still got that slight advantage over Conover. 4 to go. 4 more laps. If Hodge wins this race, that will be the championship for Hodge. 3 laps left for her to hold on. If Conover wants a shot at the championship, he has to win. 2 laps left to go. Conover still a quarter car length off of Hodge's bumper. White flag out this time by. One more time around for Delana Hodge. Checkered flag in the air. Give the win and the championship to Delana Hodge as Conover looks low down the front straightaway. Can't get the job done on the last lap. Your junior animal champion is Delana Hodge. See how the final points stack up here. Hodge finishes out with 294 points, as Conover will end up with...
I think Delana won it because they were tied, I believe they said.
Yep. As Conover will finish with 291 points. 1 spot separating the points championship. So give the win in Junior Animal and the Junior Animal Summer Series Championship to Delana Hodge. Next up, our Senior Animal A main event. The way the points stack up in Senior Animal. Leading the Senior Animal Points Championship is Neil Allison. He'll start on the pole, 3 points back. Nick Loden Loden will start on the outside pole in second in our two-car Senior Animal A main event. Out next.
Number 1 is Neil Allison. Car number 2 is Nick Loden. Good luck, drivers.
The Senior Animal A main event has rolled out on track for the 30-second warm-up. Green flag has flown in the warm-up for our Senior Animal A main event. Neil Allison picked up the win in the Light 160 division at the USAC Nationals in Kalamazoo last weekend. As time has expired on our 30-second warm-up, so we're going to get these drivers side by side and ready to go racing. This race will decide a champion. I'm not quite sure what the points situation is in terms of if you win, you get the championship, whatever. Double filed up this time by. We should be getting the one to go next time out. Allison, your pole sitter. Loden, outside pole sitter, in second in the two-car Senior Animal A main event. One to go, given this time by. Lead them slowly down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Green flag flies. Loden pulls directly to the inside. Doesn't want to risk hitting the wall, which is all too common when you try to stick on the outside at a quarter-midget track. Loden right on Allison's bumper. He's going to look low down the back straightaway, pulls it back in line, thinks better of it. Loden still right on Allison's bumper. 28 laps left to go this time by. Loden, Allison make contact. Allison gets loose down the front straightaway. Saves the car, no harm, no foul. Loden still right on the bumper of Allison. 25 laps left to go in our Senior Animal A main event. Nick Loden in that yellow and blue Monroe Roadways Ingersoll Rand machine. With 20 laps to go in our Senior Animal event. Still no change in position. Loden still right on Allison's bumper, trying to get by, just can't quite seem to get the car pulled under and make the pass. Loden knows if he doesn't make the pass and take home the win, I believe that he will not pick up the points championship. It's definitely very important for Loden to pick up the win. Loden looks low down the back straightaway, side by side into turn number 4. Hand over the lead to Nick Loden. Loden pulls a little bit of a dive bomb move into turn number 3, takes the pass. Give Loden the lead. 15 laps left to go. Allison still sticks right on Loden's bumper. He's going to look low down the back straightaway, pull back in line, think better of it. Allison looks low down the back straightaway, makes contact with Loden. Yellow flag is going to come out.
He's still going.
Yellow flag flew.
But it doesn't matter. They were still going.
The yellow flag flew.
But whatever.
Allison got into the left rear tire of Loden, slowed him down. Yellow flag did fly. If the yellow flag does not fly, they keep going under green, as no one did stop on track. I'm not sure what the call is going to be there, as both cars kept going. I will believe it will be called as a flagman error. Go back to the lineup on the last completed lap. "11 laps will be left to go to decide this year's Senior Animal Summer Series champion when we get back to racing. Allison, Loden, the only ones that have a shot at the championship. Allison missed one race earlier in the season, so that will be his only drop. One to go this time by Loden. Allison, your lineup into turn number 3, green flag in the air. 11 laps left to go. Allison gets a good restart right on Loden's bumper. Couldn't fit your hand between these two cars. Allison gets into the back end of Loden, turns 1 and 2, gets some sideways, pulls in front of Loden down the back straightaway. Used a little bit of the chrome horn to get around there.
8 laps to go.
Loden stays right on Allison's bumper. He's going to want to get that spot back as they come around, take 7 laps to go this time by. Still bumper to bumper racing out. Loden's going to look low down the front straightaway, pulls back in line, can't get the job done. 5 laps left to go this time by. Loden still right on Allison's bumper, can't quite seem to get the pass done. As of now, 4 laps left to go for Loden to pull low and get that pass. Loden looks low down the front straightaway, pulls it back in line. 2 to go this time by. Slow, green flag in the air. Only a couple more chances for Loden to make the pass. White flag this time by. He's going to look low down the front straightaway. Gets the job done in 1 and 2. Give the lead to Nick Loden and give the win to Nick Loden. Second place, Neil Allison. Great pass by Loden there. I'm going to go ahead and run up the points here, see what they say. Loden will finish the season with 291 points. And so will Allison. We have a tie for the championship in the Senior Animal Division. I'm not sure what the tiebreaker is, so I'm going to go on the NCQMA website and find our tiebreaker, as I know it's different for our summer series and weekend series. I know the first tiebreaker is whoever has the most A-main wins. Both drivers have 2 A-main wins. Then it goes down to second places. It says the most second places. Both drivers have 3 second place finishes. So I'm not sure if they include drops or not. So I'm going to have to try to find that information.
Miranda, Pit Stewart, Jarrett.
What race is next? Is that the...
Up next is the Red Rookie A-main event. You're supposed to read off the lineup.
Oh, you didn't tell me that. You should have told me that. Starting on the pole, paper number 1 is Trevor Klein. His dad builds the Prowler cars, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. And then on the outside is Carter Sullivan, paper number 2. Paper number 3 is Marcus Everson. His brother, Jack, maybe, is in the Blue Rookie A-main.
I have found the tiebreaker. The tiebreaker goes by the number of A-main wins. second place finishes, third place finishes. Both drivers, 2 A main wins, 3 second place finishes, as dropped races are not considered. The next tiebreaker is the highest average heat race finishing position. There are no heat races for the Summer Heat Series, so according to the rule book here, we will have a tie for the championship in Senior Animal.
Okay. And then in paper number 4 is Dexter Knipe Jr. This is only his third race, correct? He has won the past 2 maybe that he's been in. The past Tuesday night race, which was his first race, he won, I believe. And then this fun race this past Saturday, he also won, didn't he?
I have no idea.
Me neither. I was in the school house the whole time. And then in paper number 5 is Paige Robinson. Paige Robinson. Sure, you can take the paper, Sam. I appreciate you asking politely.
You know the rookies better than I do.
I know, but I mean, there's new ones, and I don't know their names yet.
The 30-second warm-up has begun for the Red Rookie A main event. No points are counted in the rookie divisions, as they are considered as learning divisions. Thus, you do not get any points. Red Rookie A main event, 20 laps.
You know, when there's always more than 4 cars than rookies, they always make it more fun.
Red Rookie, the newest to quarter midget racing. Normally they take a little while longer to get lined up because of that newness, I guess is how you would say it. I'm not quite sure.
They've got single file so far. They're good on that. Now they've just got to get on double file, which is always the tricky part for the Red Rookies. They like to beat and bang on the bumpers a little bit, but I think they've got it, Sam.
All right, they are lined up. Oh my goodness. They're not close enough, according to
You know, technically, that is like very good for rookies.
1 to go this time by Klein. And Sullivan going to lead us down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Green flag will not fly. Ooh. The 2 car of Sullivan fell back a little on the start there.
Bless you.
Trevor's big brother, Nick Drake, runs the number 15 Napa Toyota Camry in the K&N Pro Series. Klein, Sullivan leading us down the back straightaway again. 1 to go. Green flag in the air this time by. Sullivan's going to pull in line, get passed by Marcus Everson, number 3 car. That's going to send Sullivan shuffled to the back of the pack. Trevor Klein, your leader, got a 3-car length advantage over Everson in second place. Battle for second now heating up. Dexter Knape Jr. on the back end of Everson. Looks low down the back straightaway. Makes a daring move. Gets the job done. Move Knape up to second. Everson back to third.
I feel bad for the ones with clear shields right now since the sun is setting and it's not exactly behind the trees yet. It's shining right in their eyes, you know.
Klein with 14 laps to go has got about a straightaway lead over Dexter Knipe Jr. in the second place running position. Back through the field, it's Klein, Knipe, Everson, Sullivan, and Robinson. These cars are rather spread out, which is perfect for a Red Rookie race because that means they're not going to wreck each other. 10 laps left to go this time by. Cross flags, well, would be in the air if we did that. Klein about a half track lead over Knipe in second. 9 laps left to go.
Looks like the 2 of Sullivan is getting extremely close right there to Marcus Everson. For rookies, at least.
Battle for third heating up between Sullivan and Everson. Leader Trevor Klein, 5 laps left to go. He's beginning to catch up to the car of Paige Robertson. Attempt to put her a lap down. Hopefully we can avoid contact there. 4 to go this time by. Klein bumper to bumper with
Paige
Robertson. Green flag out. 2 laps left to go for Trevor Klein. This time by, he is led from flag to flag so far. White flag in the air one more time around for Trevor Klein. Heads down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Give the win, Red Rookie A main event to Trevor Klein. Second place to Dexter Kniep Jr. Third to Marcus Everson. Fourth to Carter Sullivan. And fifth to Paige Robinson. Watching too much Duck Dynasty here. Calling her Robertson. Trevor Klein, I believe this is his first win here at NCQMA Speedway.
He almost went off the track there for a second.
On his victory lap now. Good job, Trevor. Trevor does not get to race much due to Nick's rather busy NASCAR schedule. Trevor does not seem to want to give the flag back. He's on about his 4th victory lap by now. Trevor always smiling, but I'm sure that smile will be extra big once he gets out of that car. Red Rookie A main event has concluded. Next up, Junior Honda A main event starting on the pole. Mason DeJarnette in second. Turner Wyand in third. Braden Allen in fourth. Gingerbread Kid Tyler Conover. And in fifth, Doughboy Cody Bear Conover. The points situation in Junior Honda. Leading the Junior Honda points, she's locked up. The championship is Delana Hodge with 180 points. In second, Tyler Conover currently with 168 points. In third, Braden Allen with 156 points. In fourth, Mason DeJarnette with 162 points. And then in fourth, Joey Robertson. In fifth, Mason Woodward. Woodward has not showed to race this weekend, so he will be ineligible for points.
Just FYI,
so will
it's not
Robertson.
a weekend.
This
Week.
Yeah, sure.
Out next on the track is our Junior Honda A main event, and car number 1 is Mason DeJarnette, and car number 2 is Turner Wyand, car number 3 is Braden Alum, car number 4 is Tyler Conover, car number 5 is Cody Conover. Good luck, drivers.
Rolling out on the track now, Junior Honda A-Man event. This is our 5th out of 9 races tonight. I got it right this time.
It's because I counted them for you for the first time.
5th out of 9 races out tonight on the track now. Give them 30 seconds to warm up and then get going. This is the first division that was rained out back on the 10th of June. So I believe they will take their best 4 races, 4 points, dropping their worst race. It looks like the 2 car of Turner Wyand has pulled into the pit road. He stopped halfway up the pit chute. I'm not sure why he pulled in, but they get him pushed off. However, the yellow flag has been waved by Chief Starter Jerry Painter. So he did not make it out of pit road in time. So Wyand will have to pull and start in the back of the pack. He'll have 35 laps to make that position back up, as we now have a flagger change. Someone gave Butch Lamb the flags. Butch up on the flag stand now. He's the backup flagger for the USAC series. Pretty much when Aaron gets hit, it's his job to go flag, or passes out, or something happens to Aaron. It's Butch's job to go flag.
Why is Braden not going up there? Because he should be in second spot, not Conover, correct?
He should be, but they're junior Hondas and they can't figure it out. They'll figure it out eventually. So as Wyand did go into the pits, our new lineup will be starting on the pole. Will still be DeJarnett. Starting second now will be Braden Allen. In third will be the gingerbread kid, Tyler Conover. In fourth, Doughboy Cody Bear Conover. And in fifth will be Turner Wyand. We are lined up, ready to go racing now. One to go this time by DeJarnett. Allen going to lead him down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Green flag will not fly. We picked up the green flag will fly. Normally it wouldn't, but it does in the USAC rules. Green flag is out in the air. Mason DeJarnett still your leader. Tyler Conover pulled up into second. Allen right on his bumper. Yellow flag in the air. Braden Allen goes for the spin cycle out of turn number 4. That was a solo spin by Allen, so they'll send him to the back, get going again. Our lineup, when we go back to green flag racing, our leader will be Herbie, Mason DeJarnett. You've never seen that movie. He's got his car like the Herbie.
No. I've seen parts of the movie, yes, but no, I don't think I've ever seen the whole movie.
That's what the car looks like when it races at Auto Club Speedway against a bunch of NASCARs, because a Volkswagen could totally do that. Anyway, in the lead will be DeJarnett. In second, the gingerbread kid, Tyler Conover. In third, Turner Wyand. And in fourth, Doughboy, Cody Bear Conover. We have bread names for everyone but Tina. We need to find a name for her.
A bread name for Tina?
Yeah.
I don't think Tina is like a bread kind of person. I think she's like so sick of bread now.
She's sick of bread. We'll call her sourdough.
No, I don't know if she's sick of bread or not, but I mean, having to be around it that much, I don't even think I'd
sick of bread or the bread man?
Maybe both. We never know.
One to go this time by down the back straightaway. Green flag back out in the air. DeJarnett leads him down the front straightaway. Conover right on DeJarnett's bumper. Battle for the lead beginning to take shape now. Conover looks low down the front straightaway. That's a risky move. Gets into Conover's left rear. Conover gets into DeJarnett's left rear, DeJarnett keeps it straight. We keep going. The two leaders of DeJarnett and Conover pulled out to about a half a straightaway advantage over Wyand in the third place running position. Conover's going to look low down the front straightaway. Side by side into turn number 2. Give the lead to Tyler Conover. Gingerbread kid Tyler Conover, your new leader. Slide DeJarnett back to second with 25 laps left to go in our junior Honda A main event. 20 laps left to go in our Junior Honda A main event. Our running order is leading is Tyler Conover, about a half a car length behind is Mason DeJarnett. Then it's about a straightaway back to Turner Wyand in third, who has Cody Bear Conover and Braden Allen right on his bumper. Cody looks low under Wyand, gets the job done, brings Allen with him, slide Conover up to third as that goes. That gets erased as quickly as you can snap your finger. Yellow flag out, Conover sitting sideways in the middle of turn 3 and 4. I didn't see what happened there, did you?
I believe Braden Allen got into the back of his bumper, and their bumpers kind of, one was higher than the other ones, and when they went into the corner, it did not end well. So from where I saw it at, they should both be in the back, but I'm not sure how Mr. Anderson's going to call that one.
It should be the strike on the 3 car for causing the yellow. The 5 of Conover
DOT.
did stop on track. He still has to go to the back. So our lineup should be, when we go back to racing, our leader will still be the gingerbread kid, Tyler Conover. In second, Mason DeJarnett. In third, Turner Wyand. In fourth,
Cody Bear.
will be Doughboy Cody Bear Conover. And in fifth will be Braden Allen, as we do have a lineup getting tightened up. 1 to go. Should be given this time by, as it looks like
Cody
Doughboy
Bear's,
has lost his chain.
Yeah, they're beating on the back bumpers, and apparently his chain was a little bit loose because they kind of bumped him, and it just fell right on off. And him and Braden got together there after his chain came off, and he kind of turned and came a couple inches from plowing his car under the wall there, but he got it stopped. Did you hear the story about him coming in on pit road under warm-ups?
No.
Yeah, he'd pull in under warm-ups, and they'd say, Cody Bear, what's wrong? And he'd say, well, Daddy, when I press the pedal, it goes fast. Yeah.
That's a bad thing.
And now Tina tells him before he gets in the car, she says, Cody Bear, we know if you press the pedal, that it goes fast, okay? So press the pedal and go fast, okay? Don't come in telling us that. She says, Daddy ain't going to do nothing to fix it, okay?
Our lineup, when we go back to Green Flag Racing, has changed. Anderson will slide Allen up to fourth. Conover back to fifth. 1 to go this time by Tyler Conover. Going to lead him slowly down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Green flag is in the air. Everyone above the yellow line, yes, they are. DeJarnett stays right on Conover's bumper, about a half a car length off of his bumper on the restart there. Battle for third. Braden Allen looks slow under Turner Wyand, gets the spot. Move Allen up to third. 17 laps left to go. He now has his sights set on the 1 of Mason DeJarnett. He's going to try to look low down the front straightaway. Back end comes out. Saves the car, pulls back in line. Three-way battle for the lead. Now Tyler Conover, your leader. Mason DeJarnett second. Braden Allen third. Allen looks low under DeJarnett for the second place position. Gets the job done. Move Braden Allen up to second place. 12 laps left to go. Got about 4 car lengths separating the 4 of Conover and the 3 of Allen for the lead.
Looks like lap by lap, Braden's closing that gap up just a bit.
Braden just a tick faster than Conover, about a car length separating the 2 now. 9 laps left to go. 8 laps to go left this time by Allen, right on Conover's bumper. We've got a battle for the lead brewing. Allen stays right on his bumper this time by 7 laps left to go. He's looked like he tried to pull low down the back straightaway. Couldn't quite get the job done, so just stayed in line. It's about 3 car lengths back to DeJarnett in third place. 5 to go this time by for Allen. Conover running a low line down the straightaway. That's got to be making it a little tougher for Allen to get the pass done. 3 laps left to go this time by. Conover still your leader. Allen right on his bumper. Slow. Green flag in the air. 2 laps left to go. White flag in the air this time by. We're running out of time for Allen to pass. He's going to try to look low down the back straightaway. he can't get the job done. Give the win to Tyler Conover. Second to Allen. Third to Jarnett. Fourth to Wyan. Fifth to Cody Conover.
Doughboy.
Yep.
Congratulations to the winner of the Junior Honda A main event, Tyler Conover. Finishing positions for our Junior Honda A main event. First place, Tyler Conover. Second
You
place,
find something to talk about while I calculate points?
Mason DeJarnett.
Yeah, Butch forgot to give Conover the flag. He's trying to take his headset off and run, getting out the way, and he's forgetting Tyler's still going in circles around the track. His Tina's chasing Butch down, telling him to give him the flag.
Not unlike Butch to forget something.
He got it now. Everything's good. And he slowed down, and Butch started walking towards him. And then he picked up the throttle again.
Climb to tower spot.
What's out next, Sam?
Chase Anderson to the tower. Chase Anderson to the tower.
The Senior Honda A main event is out next. And paper number 1 is Lucas Sipka. Paper number 2 will be Nick Loden. Paper number 3 is Jared Orrell. And then paper number 4 is Christopher Opplinger. Both of the Opplinger boys will be in this race. Justin will be starting in 5th, right there with his brother. And then in 6th place, starting position will be Joey Robinson, or as Sam likes to say, Joey Robertson.
So the champion for Junior Honda is Delana Hodge with 240 points ending the season. In second will be Tyler Conover, 228 points. In third will be Braden Allen with 222 points. And in fourth will be Mason DeJarnett with 216 points. The points situation in Senior Honda, currently leading the points, is Nick Loden, 180 points. In second place, Christopher Opplinger with 168 points. Also in second is Justin Opplinger with 158 points. And in third, Lucas Sipka with 159 points.
Butch just dropped the yellow flag behind the tires, in between the tire wall and the fence there.
There's a reason they keep Butch in the tower at the national races, and that
Is
would
that
be
why?
Probably. I'm surprised he hadn't got a hit yet. Then again, he almost has a couple times. I shouldn't be raving on Butch, giving him a hard time, because, I'm trying to get into one of his midget cars, but, oh well. Hopefully, if I do, he won't forget to put fuel in it.
Has he done that before?
Yeah. Chris was leading the race once, and he didn't put enough fuel in it. And on the way back from the brickyard, they ran out of gas on the side of the interstate.
Wow. See, my dad, he puts gas in it, but, he forgets to turn it on sometimes, but he's getting better. We did that the first time we went to Metro Atlanta, and we ran a couple
One
laps.
to go this time by. Green flag out in the air. Sipka, Loden stay side by side down the front straightaway. Loden can't quite pull in as the 4 car. I believe that is yellow flag in the air. The 2 car of Nick Loden goes for the spin cycle in turn number 1.
I believe his
The 4 car
tire,
is
yeah.
Opplinger.
Yeah, him and Opplinger, their tires kind of, they wheel hopped each other, and
Stop texting on the broadcast.
I can't help it. He won't come sit out here and talk to me, so, I got to text him.
Who is this he we're talking about?
He keeps telling me to look in the tower so he can make faces at me and make me laugh.
And you wonder why people say you should date.
No.
Our lineup when we go back to Green Flag Racing: Sipka, Opplinger, Oral, Robinson, and Loden. 1 to go. Will not be given this time by. I thought it was, but, you know, I don't have a radio. Last time I got a radio, they took it.
You remember at the Fall Nationals that one time when you said, "Oh, so-and-so spun with a little help from Colby."
No, I don't.
Well, Gina went walking up to the tower. It was funny. She goes, Sam! And went walking up to the tower.
For the record, the call had already been made. Like, literally the second it happened, they got on the radio and made the call, so I just went ahead and said what the call was.
Well, Gina didn't like the call.
She should have yelled at Butch, not me.
Yeah, but Butch didn't, pronounce it over the whole track.
I was just saying who the call was on. Still trying to get the lineup sorted out here.
I should have brought my homework up here so I could sit and do it.
Looks like they are sending the 4 of Christopher Opplinger to the back as a result of the contact with Loden.
There we go. Now that should be right now.
1 to go this time by Sipka, Justin Opplinger, Jared Oral, Robinson, Loden, Christopher Opplinger. Green flag back out in the air. Everyone above the yellow line. Yes, they are. The 2 leaders of Sipka and Opplinger broke away from Oral on the start there. They've pulled about 3 car lengths on Oral in the 3rd place running position. Opplinger trying to get by Sipka for the lead. Can't quite seem to get that car pulled under to make the move. Nick Loden all the way up battling Jared Oral for the 3rd place position now after being sent to the back. Looks slow down the back straightaway. Gets the job done. Loden in that Ingersoll Rand car now up to 3rd. Brings Opplinger with them. They now have their sights set on Justin and Sipka. Justin Opplinger trying to get by Sipka. Just can't quite seem to get the car turned under there. Get the job done. Four cars battling for the lead now as Opplinger gets sideways out of turn number 2. Loden and Christopher Opplinger both going to capitalize on that. Christopher Opplinger won national race Oswego, New York earlier in the month of August. So move Nick Loden up to 2nd. Loden flying through the field. He's caught up to Lucas Sipka. Battle for the lead. Loden looks low down the front straightaway. Gets the job done. Brings Christopher with him. Contact between Christopher Sipka. They keep going. Christopher brings Justin with him. Moves Sipka from 1st to 4th. Nick Loden now beginning to pull away from Opplinger and Sipka. Loden has Christopher Opplinger right on his bumper. However, then behind Christopher, it is about a 5 car length difference back to Justin. Christopher looks slow under Loden down the back straightaway. Gets the job done. Loden going to pull back in line, go for the crossover move down the back straightaway. Once again, gets the job done. They're crossing over back and forth, back and forth. Opplinger, your new leader. Loden going to once again try the crossover down the front straightaway. Successful. He's going to bring Justin Opplinger with him. Opplinger bikes all the way up 2 wheels. No harm, no foul. Keeps it on the ground. Nick Loden still your leader. 14 laps left to go. Christopher Opplinger right on his bumper. And it's about another 3 car lengths back to Justin in 3rd. 10 laps left to go for Nick Loden, this time by 1 car length, separating him and Christopher Opplinger for the lead. Loden beginning to catch up to the lap car of Jared Orrell to put him 1 lap down. Loden looks slow under Orrell down the back straightaway. Orrell 1 lap down brings Christopher Opplinger with them. Loden caught Orrell in a bad part of the track, lost momentum. Opplinger now right on his bumper as they're beginning to catch up to Joey Robertson, put Robertson a lap down. Loden catches Robertson better part of the track this time by, looks slow down the back straightaway, puts him a lap down. The lap car of Robertson slows Opplinger down a little bit there, about 2 car lengths separating Loden and Opplinger now. White flag will be thrown next time by. 2 laps left to go. Loden still about 2 car lengths ahead of Opplinger. White flag in the air this time by. 1 more time for Loden down the back straightaway. Out of turn number 4. Give the win to Nick Loden. 2nd place to Christopher Opplinger. 3rd to Justin Opplinger. 4th to Lucas Sipka.
Loden was still going for it.
All right, so I'm going to let Macy talk about something while I figure out points.
Why can't I do the math and you talk about points? Or I do the math and you talk. Out next should be our blue rookie, A-Main. Starting in paper number 1 is Jack Everson, which is Marcus's older brother, maybe. Either way, his brother. Paper number 2 is Coy Jarrett. Paper number 3 is Truett, the monkey Miranda. And paper number 4 is Katie Bug Yanchuk. And paper number 5 is Lacey Houghton. Actually, Lacey goes to school with Colton, I believe. They will be, I don't know, they will be in the same class this year or not. But they go to the same school. So they may be. And then Katie Bug this is her 2nd debut in Blue Rookie. She started out for the fun race this past weekend in Blue Rookie, and her and Dylan Thomas both took a hard hit into the wall up here in the caution light.
4th place, Lucas Sipka. 5th place, Joey Robinson.
Katie Bug has seatbelt marks from how hard of a hit it is on her neck from where the seatbelts rubbed blisters on her neck. She was bleeding. But they did get both of the cars fixed in time to run the 2nd A-Main feature event on this fun race this past Saturday.
All right, our final points for Senior Honda. Senior Honda Summer Series champion is Nick Loden. Finishing 2nd is Justin Opplinger. No, excuse me, that's Christopher Opplinger. 3rd is Justin Opplinger. And 4th is Lucas Sipka. So Loden, Christopher, Justin, Sipka, your finishing order for the championship in Senior Honda. Next out is the Blue Rookie A-Main event. You already got the lineup. I just don't know any names, so I need the paper.
I know the names.
I just commentate the races. You talk to the rookies.
I don't talk to the rookies. The rookies talk to me. You know, there's a difference. Go.
The 30-second warm-up for our Blue Rookie A-Main event has begun. Same as Red Rookie, no points awarded for the Blue Rookies as it is a learning class. You're in Rookie to learn, so you do not get points awarded. It will be a 25-lap A-Main event.
I guess. They don't have the cards up yet. Yep, 25 lap.
I said it was 25 already.
Yeah, but I didn't believe you, so I had to make sure it was for myself.
The 30-second warm-up has expired, so we can get him lined up, ready to go racing here momentarily.
Ooh, feisty little booger. Going for the outside. I believe that is the one that always passes on the outside when he comes to a slower car that is running a low line. He says, to heck with the inside. I'm going for the outside. Geez, they're all just going for the outside. What the world?
All right, we are lined up, ready to go this time by. 1 to go. Green flag in the air. Great jump by Everson on the start. He's already pulled to about a 4-car length advantage over Miranda. In second, Jarrett back in third, Janchuk fourth, Houghton fifth.
Lacey Houghton.
Miranda is beginning to catch up to the back end of Everson. They're bumping him up, a yellow flag in the air. Miranda gets into the back end of Everson, sends Everson around. So that's going to send Miranda and Everson to the back of the pack.
That would put Coy Jarrett as our new race leader, with Katie Bug starting in second right behind him. And then it would be Lacey Houghton, then Everson, then Monkey.
So they're going to send Miranda to the back for his involvement in spinning Everson.
Yep. That never ends well when they tell rookies to do that. When they tell them to speed up and going around. That, yep, see, there you go. They always stay speeded up. Jeez. I got them chugging to this start now.
1 to go, this time by Jarrett, Janchuk, Houghton, Everson, Miranda. Your lineup, green flag with 23 laps left to go. Green flag is in the air. Everson looks low. Houghton on the restart. Janchuk takes the lead over from Jarrett. Yellow flag in the air. Both Everson and Janchuk went under the yellow line. They do not enforce the rule in red rookie. They do in blue. So it'll be a 2-spot penalty for both Everson and Janchuk. So that'll send Janchuk back to fourth, Everson to last. Little contact there under yellow flag conditions.
Holy cow, that car went up in the air high. Looks like they're not putting Everson to the back, or maybe they are.
They'll get to it.
No, if they were, they'd tell Monkey and Katie Bug just to get up there, but they're telling Katie to get in front of Monkey. See?
1 to go this time by Jarrett, Houghton, Everson, Yunchuk, Miranda, your lineup. Green flag
No.
does not fly.
No. Lacey, passed coming to the cone where we start at.
I think that's illegal.
Maybe just a tad, Sam. Just a tad.
Can't be a yellow line violation. She never went under it or touched it.
She didn't even touch the one that we start at.
One to go this time by, once again, Jarrett, Houghton, Everson, Yunchuk, Miranda, your lineup. 23 laps left to go into turn number 3. Green flag will not fly as Houghton did it again. Dove under Jarrett on the start.
Will they treat that like a yellow line violation, and if they do it a certain amount of times, they will be DQ'd, or...
I have no idea. I don't think that they planned for that when writing the rule.
Or will they call that, if she does it a certain number of times, a strike?
No idea. The rule doesn't say anything about that. It says going under the line, or I guess technically passing before the line should be a 2-spot violation, but they don't mean passing in turn 3. They mean passing on the front straightaway in the rule, so I'm not quite sure what they will do if she keeps doing that. Eventually, they'll have to send her to the back.
Yeah, and... she is not wanting to let Coy Jarrett get back up there in his spot. She is determined that she wants that lead. Hit it and go. There you go, Coy.
So we're going to try to do the 23 laps to go restart for about the third or fourth time now.
I think it's the third.
Yes, twi is what you get when you combine try and 23 into a word.
Why would you combine it into a word? 23 is its own word.
I wasn't trying to, I just ended up doing it. As the two car of Jarrett is stopped high in turn number 3. I'm not sure why. Maybe a race receiver check or something. Still trying to get lined up back correct again.
Okay. Making a dive for it. 2 cars, 1 straightaway. Getting back up there to his pole position.
It wasn't pole position. He started second.
Well, he's on the pole now for the restart.
He's in the lead. On the poles.
Okay, I'm sorry. He was in the lead, not on the pole. Apparently, there's a difference.
Yes, there is 1 to go this time by. Jarrett going to lead him into turn number 3. Houghton stays in line. Green flag out. Jarrett gets a great jump on the start. Pulls to about a 4-car length advantage over Houghton in second. Houghton gets passed on the outside by Jack Everson. High side hustling. As Houghton going all the way to the back of the pack. She's definitely not getting the car she wants today. Jack Everson's car, however, is flying. He's quickly reeling in the leader of Coy Jarrett. Everson's going to catch him this time by 18 laps left to go. Everson right on Jarrett's bumper. $15 laps left to go. Everson still unable to make the pass on Jarrett. He caught Jarrett rather easily, but is just not able to get the car turned under and take the position away.
But that is allowing Katie Bug-Yanchuk to get up there closer to those boys battling out for the lead.
Everson has fallen to about a 4-car length disadvantage behind Jarrett in the lead. 10 laps left to go this time by. Jarrett still your leader, about 3 car lengths in front of Everson in second. Then it's about another car length and a half to Yanchuk in third. Our whole field is within a straightaway of each other. Five laps left to go this time by. Everson now caught up to Jarrett. He tried for the dive bomb move into turn number 1, decided it wouldn't work, pulled back in line. You can see his nose sticking out there. He was thinking of it. 3 laps left to go. Everson still about a half a car length off of Jarrett's bumper. He tried to look low down the back straightaway. Didn't have the grip he needed. Car went totally sideways. Green flag waving. 2 laps to go. White flag in the air for Coy Jarrett. He's going to lead him down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Oh, Everson looks low and give the win to Houghton.
Casey.
Everson looked low down the back straightaway, made contact with Jarrett. That slowed them up to a halt on the front straightaway, caused a stack up on the outside as Houghton managed to slide by Katie Yanchuk for the win. At least that's what I saw.
Yeah, I believe.
I'm not sure what the official scoring will be, but I believe Houghton
She had it
ended
by
up
maybe like
stealing
a
the
foot.
win.
Yeah. She had it maybe by about a foot in front of Katie Bug.
Everson definitely pulled the dive bomb move into turn number 3. It didn't work. Handing the win over to Houghton. Tough luck for Jarrett there.
No, the race is not over.
The race is over.
No, it's not over. There's 2 laps left.
The checkered flag flew.
Sam, I'm telling you, there's 2 laps in the window, and they're getting the cars back out onto the track. The race is not over.
But the checkered flag flew. It should be.
Well, I'm just telling you, don't yell at me, okay? Number 1.
They messed up. The checkered flag flew. If the checkered flag flies, the race is over.
Well, I'm telling you that the race is not over. There's 2 laps in the window. The cars are still on the track. The race is not over, Sam.
This makes no sense. Checkered flag flew. The race should be over. Did the checkered flag fly?
I wasn't watching.
I saw a checkered flag. I could have swore I saw a checkered flag. A race should be over.
Well, it's not.
You should
So,
go ask what the heck's happening.
Sam, I know what the heck's happening. There was a caution, and now the race is not over.
All right, I don't agree with the officials here. As the checkered flag flew, the race should be over, but the officials have decided that it's not. 2 laps to go in the window. They should just listen to me.
Why?
The race should be over because the checkered flag flew, but, I'm not the official. They are, so as much as I have no idea what's going on.
I just told you what's going on. You won't listen to my explanation of what's going on.
Okay, I know what's going on. I don't know why it's going on.
Okay, then.
1 to go this time by Yanchuk,
That's better.
Houghton, Miranda, Jarrett, Everson. Green flag going to be out this time by. 2 laps left to go. It will not fly as Katie Yanchuk had a huge lead over Houghton on the start. That's why she's going to be a lawyer, Macy's Mama. She wins arguments.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying.
I don't understand the call, but it was the call, so we still got 2 laps of racing left to go. I'll have to go talk to Chief Stewart after this to figure out what the heck happened.
You ain't going nowhere. You ain't leaving me up here.
He's right there.
No.
That's the tower spotter.
That's the tower spotter. Chief Stewart's down there.
Good point. I'm not walking that far.
Exactly. Technically, you could go ask the scores in the tower, but I mean...
There's air conditioning in there.
I think it feels good out here.
One to go this time by Janchuk, Houghton, Miranda, Jarrett, Everson. Green flag back out in the air after a call that has me baffled. Janchuk pulls out to about a 3-car length lead over Houghton there. White flag in the air this time by Katie Janchuk. Leads him down the back straightaway out of turn number 4. Checkered flag, give the win to Katie Janchuk. Second place to Lacey Houghton. Third to Truett Miranda. Fourth to Jack Everson. Fifth to Coy Jarrett.
As Sam leaves me to go find out what the heck just happened there. Next out on the track should be our Heavy Honda A main event, which I believe there is a points tie for second place, but I'm not sure who it is tied with. I know it is Luke Akers, but I'm not sure who he is exactly tied with right now. I will ask Sam to do the math when he gets back. Hey, who's tied with second place for the thingy? For Heavy Honda. Yeah.
What's wrong with Heavy Honda?
There's a tie. Who's tied for second place? I know it's Akers, but...
With an update in what happened there, Chief Starter Bush Lamb said he did not technically throw the checkered flag. We all saw the checkered flag, but he didn't. I guess he did not officially go over the flag stand and wave the checkered flag. Is the only thing I can think of, which makes sense, I guess. So that was the reasoning behind the call there. The flag was never waved. It was just picked up, is what I heard from tower spotter Troy Klein. Next out is the Heavy Honda A main event. Starting on the pole will be Dylan Lale in my old car. Starting second, Abigail Kenny. In third, Laith Trabelsi. In fourth, Jordan Redmond. And in fifth, Luke Akers. The way the points stack up in Heavy Honda, already locking up the championship, Macy Curry. Tied for second is Luke Akers and Abigail Kenny. In third is Dylan Lale. And in fourth is Jordan Redmond. Jones and Trabelsi. Heather Jones ran the first race of the season. Trabelsi has only run one race this season, not eligible for points, as they did not run enough races.
Since he just moved up from Blue to Heavy Honda, so...
So we're waiting to get the Heavy Honda race rolled out.
It's not me they're waiting on this time, so... I'm not sure what the
last Saturday,
is.
It was either Saturday or Tuesday. We waited about 5 minutes for her to get in her car.
I was in my car. Okay, we had to wait on a receiver from Colton who had just got out of the Blue Rookie race, and we had to wait for it to be ran over to me because our other receiver wants to act funky every time we try and use it and not work.
Half of mine don't work. We've gone through at least 5 by now.
Jeez. We have 2. One for me, one for Colton. Mine's the one that works. We just let Colton use it.
Ryan Repko has obliterated at least 2. He chucked one against the wall in a quarter midget and one against the wall in a mini outlaw.
Why?
He didn't do it on purpose. It just came out of the car and smacked the wall.
Yeah, but by saying he chunked it means like he like physically threw it.
You know. Heavy Honda out on track now. 35 lap A main event.
I believe this one's going to be a close race.
I believe all of these drivers out here have not won a competitive race yet. So all hungry for a win. It would be nice to see each of these drivers win.
Looks like Abigail Kinney and Luke Akers have pretty fast cars tonight.
They do. Kenny starting second, Akers starting fifth. So the time has expired. In our 30-second warm-up, we're going to get these cars lined up ready to go for 35 laps of racing.
It normally ends up being more than 35 once you count in the cautions.
That's why I said racing.
Yeah, but,
Cautions isn't racing, it's boring.
well, you never know what happens under caution. What happens under caution stays under caution.
Because that makes sense.
It does. I understand.
Car is going a little too quick for Chief Starter Ronnie Sipka's liking.
Ooh, goodness. There's rumble strips there, kid.
Big rumble strips.
Yeah, when I first started, they weren't that big, you know? They were just like these tiny little rinky-dink things.
When you first started, you ran them over every lap if you were fast.
Yeah. Except not in a rookie. You were going too slow. They'd slow you down. But I was one of the fortunate ones. I started when you still couldn't hit them, when like blue rookie and all that. And then once I moved up to the competitive classes where you would have had to hit them.
One to go was out this time by. Lael and Kenny are both stationary in turn number 2.
See, I could
So
have
that
kept talking.
cancels the restart.
I could have kept talking.
Have the cars straightened out, lined back up again. Still going a little quick under yellow. 1 to go is given this time by. Lael and Kenny going to lead them rather quickly down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Formation's good. Green flag will not fly.
She's a little quick to the start, you know. She's used to how we're doing it in heavy, how we like. Coming out of one, we're dragging the brakes and we're going for it, you know.
I just waited until the person behind me slammed into me and then I went. Gave you that little extra boost. Depending on who it was, if you were to do that the first time, you'd be going halfway under yellow.
Yeah. So you can't exactly do it with
Depending
these guys.
how mad the person behind you was at you.
Yeah. See, now, like most of the guys we race against, they throw their hands up and like tell us to back off.
1 to go this time by. Lael Kenny lead him down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Green flag will not fly once again. Still too quick on the start. Black flag is out. They're going to warn, he was picking it up. They are going to give someone a warning. I'm not sure who it'll be. They have given the front row a warning. If they speed up too quickly again, they're both going to the back. 1 to go. Once again, this time by Lale Kenny. Lead him down the back straightaway. Much slower this time into turn number 3. Green flag will fly. Kenny tries to stay strong on the outside. As the yellow flag is out, Trabelsi sideways down the back straightaway. Gets into the back end of Akers. Knocks his chain off. The 4 of Jordan Redmond also stationary on the back straightaway.
I saw sparks. Oh, God, that did not look good. That's all I can say about that.
It looked fine. They just hit a little bit. No one flipped over. No one smacked the wall.
Akers just about did. He was biking pretty good there for a little bit.
Akers does have a chain that got knocked off, so they're going to bring that car into the pits, try to put a chain on that. Also,
Lath is also going to come in. Yeah.
Trabelsi
He's having issues there.
on the cart.
I don't like those things, especially when we're going backwards on them. That's scary.
Only 3 cars out on track now as the 5 of Akers up on his nose getting the chain on. Our lineup when we go back to Green Flag Racing will be Lale, Kenny, and Redmond. And then depending on the order that Akers and Trabelsi get out of the pits will be the order they are on the track, assuming that they do get out of the pits. Once we get our lineup, they will have 5 laps in order to fix those machines.
They have now started the 5 laps.
Looks like they're doing work on the rear end of Trabelsi's machine.
He got hit pretty hard right there. He got nailed.
4 laps left to work on the cars this time by. Heavy Honda seems to be a wreck fest now.
You know, last Tuesday night, actually, we bent a left rear radius rod, and I would say our new gear, which was our new gear before last Tuesday night, has pretty much been destroyed, you know.
If you have to destroy something, it's better to destroy the $10 gear than the $200 axle. So
Actually, we have done both. We had an axle, completely snap one time out here practicing. Yeah.
1 more lap for Akers. They get him pushed off. The 3-car of Trabelsi is out on track. It does not sound good. Definitely a loose chain plaguing that car. So our lineup when we go back to Green Flag Racing, 35 laps left to go. Still a full race distance. Your leader will be Dylan Lale. In second place, Abigail Kenny. In third, Jordan Redmond. In fourth, Lath Trabelsi. And in fifth, Luke Akers. We get the 1 to go, not this time by. It looked like they were ready to give it and didn't. Still waiting for the 1 to go.
That does not sound good at all.
1 to go out this time by Lale. Leads him down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Green flag flies. Everyone does go above the yellow line. Yes, they do. Abigail Kenny right on the bumper of Dylan Lale. Battle for the lead. Kenny tries to look low down the back straightaway. Gets sideways, pulls back in line. Yellow flag in the air. Luke Akers spins out of turn number 4. So we did get 1 lap completed before Akers spun around. So they're going to push Akers off, get him back in line. Our lineup when we go back to Green Flag Racing with 34 laps left to go will be Lale, Kenny, Redmond, Trabelsi, and Akers. We can hear Lola Kenny encouraging Abby down from the pit lane right now. 1 lap to go this time by Lale, Kenny, Redmond, Trabelsi, Akers. Your lineup into turn number 3. Green flag in the air. Everyone above the line. Yes, they are. As yellow flag is out, Kenny spins around. The 4 of Jordan Redmond got into the back of Kenny, sent her for the spin cycle.
That's a DQ, is it not? She went all 4 and drove straight through the center.
She didn't advance her position.
It doesn't matter, though.
It shouldn't be a DQ.
Okay.
The 5 car of Luke Akers made a great save there. Got the car sideways, pretty much spun around Abigail there to avoid her. As Redmond ended up in the infield after the wreck. I believe it's only a DQ if you go back out the other side.
She did.
She'll be fine. It was yellow flag. I wouldn't DQ
Either way, she'd be in the back because she caused the yellow flag.
Yeah.
So it should be Akers, Abby, and then Jordan. Because Akers was an after-the-fact deal, and then Abby was DOT, and then Jordan was strike. So. That
sounds right. Our lineup when we go back to Green Flag Racing will be Lale, Trabelsi, Akers, Kenny, and Redmond. 1 to go this time by down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Green flag out in the air. Everyone does go above the restart line. Yes, they do. Akers looks low under Trabelsi down the back straightaway. Gets the job done. Brings Kenny with him. Move Trabelsi back to 4th. Slight contact with the wall there. Keeps going. No harm there. Lale has about a car length over Akers in second. That's vanished now. Akers right on Lale's bumper. He's going to look low down the front straightaway. Get the job done. Give the lead to Luke Akers. Abigail Kenny follows him right through. Kenny now in second. Abby looking to take the win in her first competitive race. Her and Akers bumper to bumper. 28 laps left to go. Abby's car seems to be a little quicker than Akers. Using that Flash-powered engine. Haven't given Flash Products a shout-out yet. Flash Products is the sponsor of Tracking Live and all live race coverage here at the NCQMA Speedway. 25 laps left to go. I'm saying this would be Abby's first competitive win. That is incorrect. She won a race at North Georgia earlier this year. Akers now catching up to Trabelsi. Put him a lap down. Gets the job done down the front straightaway. No problem there. Akers still your leader. Kenny about a car length behind with 20 laps left to go.
22.
Just round down, make it easier. Kenny right on Akers' bumper. We're bumper to bumper battling for the lead with 19 laps left to go. Yellow flag. Kenny gets into the back end of Akers. Spins him around. Tough luck for both drivers there. Akers, your leader. Kenny tried to get the pass done, got into the rear end of Akers, sent him spinning. Of course, not intentional there, just a mistake, but nevertheless, she did cause the wreck, so that'll send Abby to last, Akers to 4th. As there seems to be damage on Akers' car there. Looks like the front end's a little torn up.
Scraping bad.
Front end dragging the ground there, so they're going to have to bring Akers into pit road. Tough break there for Akers. Also a tough break for Abigail Kenny. She was running in second, battling for the lead before making contact with Akers and sending him around.
That screeching of metal sound sends shivers up my spine.
Akers in the pit road. It looks like they're replacing some parts on the front end of that machine. I believe maybe the front.
How many laps?
20.
What happened to Akers' car?
The belly pan of Akers' car was dragging the ground, so they probably just got a hammer, smacked it in a little bit, or put a new one on. I would have gone with the hammer and told him to lift up his feet.
I'm sure that's what they did. I'm sure they did not have time to put a new belly pan on.
It's not that hard. Because it's in 3 sections. I could just put it in the front section.
I highly doubt they had a spare belly pan laying over there, though, Sam.
We had one.
Did you expect to tear that up or something?
We had about an extra of everything accumulated by the end.
See, we don't. If we break something, we're done.
Our lineup when we go back to Green Flag Racing will be, your leader is Dylan Lale. In second place, Laith Trebelsky. In third, Jordan Redmond. In fourth, Abigail Kenny. In fifth, Luke Akers. Still trying to get the start ready to go here. One to go this time by Lale, Trebelsky, Redmond, Abigail, Kenny, and Akers. Your lineup, yellow flag out. Lale hit the gas a little too early on our 20 to go restart. So we're going to try that start again. One to go this time by. Once again, Lale hits the throttle in turn one again. That's going to be too soon, but the green flag does come out anyway. They stayed lined up. Yellow flag back out right again. The 4-car Jordan Redmond got into the back of Laith Trebelsky, spun him around. That is one consequence of the new yellow line, not new anymore, the yellow line rule. It can tend to get the cars stacked up a little bit there, so that should be a call on Redmond, and we'll send both Redmond and Trebelsky to the back. Redmond and Trebelsky head to the back of the pack. Our lineup, when we try the 20 to go restart again, will be your leader will be Dylan Lale. Second place, Abigail Kenny. Third place, Luke Akers. Fourth place, Trebelsky. And fifth, Jordan Redmond. One to go this time by. Green flag will wave. Kenny right on Lale's bumper. She's going to try to look low down the back straightaway. Can't get the job done. Pulls back in line. Looks low down the front straightaway. Move Abigail Kenny to the lead. Abigail Kenny, your new leader. Luke Akers going to look low for second place as quickly as he can. Yellow flag back out in the air. Trebelsky got spun by Redmond again. Redmond got into the back of Trebelsky's machine, sent him for the spin out of turn number 2. Redmond is in the pits. That is her third and final strike. Our lineup, when we go back to Green Flag Racing, your leader will be Abigail Kenny. Second place, Dylan Lale. Third place, Luke Akers. And fourth place, Lath Trebelsey. One to go this time by. Kenny going to lead him through 1 and 2, slowly down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Green flag back out in the air. Everyone above the line. Yes, they are. Akers is going to try to look low down the back straightaway. Doesn't get anything done. There he goes down the front straightaway. Has to back out. Once again, couldn't get the job done as the longer Lale holds up Akers. The bigger lead Kenny can get. Kenny now out to about a 5-car length lead over Lale. Akers looks low down the front straightaway, gets the job done. Move Akers to second, Lale to third. He still has a lot of ground to make up on Abigail Kenny. Her car dominant tonight. About a corner, he's got to try to catch on Kenny. That car definitely hooked up tonight. 12 laps left to go. Kenny still about a corner ahead of Akers, stretching the lead a little by little as the laps wind on. 10 laps to go this time by. Kenny's still about a corner ahead of Akers in second. Akers is definitely not catching Kenny. He needs her to make a mistake, or he needs Lale or Trebelsey to make a mistake, because he is not going to catch Kenny without a yellow. Kenny beginning to catch Trebelsey. She's going to try to put him a lap down. Akers can hope that slows down Kenny a little bit, so he can make up a little ground. 5 laps left to go this time by for Abigail Kenny. Still a corner ahead of Luke Akers in second. She's now caught up to lap traffic on the back bumper of Lath Trebelsey. Tries to look low down the back straightaway. Gets loose, can't get the job done. Looks low down the front straightaway. Gets the job done with ease. Slow green flag out this time by for Abigail Kenny down the back straightaway. She's still your leader. White flag in the air this time by. One more time around for Abigail Kenny. Down the back straightaway through 3 and 4. Checkered flag in the air. Give the win to Abigail Kenny. Second place to Luke Akers.
Congratulations to the winner of our Heavy Honda A main event, Abigail Kenny.
I need the full results of this race in order to get points out. All I know is who is the champion sitting next to me.
I think Abby and Akers were tied, were they not?
Yep.
And then, since Abby beat him, that would put her second.
It depends on drops, however.
She drops one race that she did not race, and then
Finishing order
I
for
believe
Honda A main event. In first place, Abigail Kenny. Second place, Luke Akers. Third place, Dylan Lale. Fourth place, Lath Trebelsey. Fifth place, Jordan Redmond. Kenny, Akers, Lale, please report to tag.
Lola Kenny obviously super excited over this win.
she's very enthused.
I do not blame her.
Me neither. Abby worked hard in that race. She did good.
Great to see Abby pick up her first win in a competitive class here at the NCQMA Speedway. I know they'll be celebrating at Farmhouse tomorrow morning.
Out next on the track will be our Light 160A main event, and car number 1 is Nick Loden, and car number 2 is Delaney Hodge. Good luck, drivers.
All right, so our points champion is Macy Curry. Second in points goes to Abigail Kenny. Third to Luke Akers. Fourth to Dylan Lale. And fifth to Jordan Redmond. Next out is our final event of the night, the Light 160 A main event. No one has run enough races in Light 160 to qualify for points. Our lineup in that race, starting on the pole, senior animal champ Nick Loden, and I believe he also won senior Honda. And then starting in second, champion in junior animal and junior Honda, Delana Hodge. 30-second warm-up underway now. The 2-car of Delana Hodge has hit the back straightaway wall. "30-second warm-up is over. We should get the 1 to go next time by. Loden, Hodge, your lineup 1 to go will not be given, even though the lineup was perfect because it's only 2 cars. Hard not to be.
Jeez.
What?
He's like scrubbing her tires, and she's like trying to follow him, and they're getting ready to hit wheels. And it's
They just
probably not
did.
going to end well. Well, that wasn't like as big as it would have been.
1 to go this time by, down into turn number 3. Green flag out in the air. Loden gets the jump on the start, leaves Hodge behind. Looks like after Hodge's contact with the wall, that car is really pushing out of the corner, not wanting to turn, as she makes contact with the back straightaway wall once again. So Nick Loden already pulled out to about a straightaway lead, only 5 laps into this race. Loden's car definitely on a rail and dominant tonight. Loden now out to about a half-track lead over Hodge, running in second. 28 laps left to go in our Light 160A main event. Both of these drivers are champions for the Summer Series. Nick Loden out there in that Ingersoll Rand Stanley Bulldog, while Delana Hodge is in an unsponsored Talon chassis machine.
I need something to say.
"20 laps left to go for Loden, running in the lead, still about a half-track lead over Hodge, back in second. "15 laps left to go this time by. Still no change out on the track. Loden, half-track lead over Hodge, running in second. It's much easier to commentate races with less than a half a track between the cars. 10 laps left to go this time by. Nick Loden still leading by that half-track margin. Five to go this time by. 5 to go for Nick Loden. He's got to hang on 5 more laps. It's not like that's going to be a problem. That car looks to be hooked up and handling very well. Comes around, takes 3 to go this time by. Nick Loden dominated this race. A flag-to-flag lead. Slow green flag in the air for Nick Loden. 2 laps left to go. Down the back straightaway, down the front straightaway. White flag in the air for Nick Loden. Give the win to Nick Loden. Second place to Delana Hodge. As that concludes our final race of the night. And it concludes our NCQMA Summer Series racing. Next race at NCQMA is next Saturday. Back to the Saturday point season. I don't know what race it is, but it is the Heavy Honda, Senior Honda, Junior Honda Cup races. Those are always interesting to watch as everyone wants to win the Cup. Once again, I'd like to thank Flash Products for sponsoring Tracking Live and all live coverage of races here at the NCQMA Speedway. As Loden wraps at the flag around his tire.
The good news is there's a new one in the scale house if you broke it.
Back at indoors this summer, they broke the flag by doing that, and someone got a radius rod and taped the flag to it. The black flag was a radius rod handle for the rest of the time. I'm waiting on Mike to get up here so he can say his closing remarks and we can sign off.
He stopped over there to talk, I believe.
So we might have to give up waiting on him.
He was walking up here. He got very distracted. He's completely off course to the route to the tower.
And there's no scooter races for us to commentate this time. Last Tuesday they were taking too long to line up in Red Rookie, so me and Ryan started commentating a scooter race.
Those do get interesting.
Especially when they run each other into the gravel or the wall.
Mm-hmm. And then the yelling occurs. My favorite part is watching the one who's the chief steward and all that tell them who's where, and then they get in an argument over who starts where.
Why do they need yellows? Scooter Demolition Derby. Now that would be fun to watch.
That's pretty much what they do, but it's quiet.
It does get rather quiet without the cars on the track. However, I am done waiting on Mike. So next time we will be live is Saturday for the next Championship Series race. I'm not sure what time we're going live, so make sure to look for TriadSportsCoverage.com on Twitter. For Macy Curry, Mike Pettaway, I'm Sam Hatfield. Good night.